Hi, I'm Jess Etzel, and I'm really honoured to be here today to talk to you guys about conscious giving. And what does that mean, and how can we practice this during the holiday season? So for me, I always aim to be a conscious consumer of things like the food that I'm eating, the clothes that I'm buying to wear, voting with my dollar essentially. And that is why I am a proud advocate with doTERRA essential oils, because I really believe in the core message of what doTERRA stands for, and that is everything from the humanitarian work that they do down to the quality and the sourcing and the far-reaching effect that has on the global consciousness. So if you are like me and you are a conscious consumer, then likely you want to bring that approach into your holiday season, into your Christmas, with your family and with your friends. So Christmas is generally a time where most people are in the act of giving. We like to give our time to people. We like to give gifts to people as a culture. And so it's not about not participating in these things, but it's about participating in these things in a more mindful way. So when we can we be choosing options that are better for the planet, that are better for the environment, and that are better for the people that we're giving them to? You know, typically a lot of us kind of leave all of this to the last minute, and then we have a mad last minute rush to the shops. And generally, there's three kind of variables in place when we're looking at making purchases. So that is quality, convenience, and cost. So these are kind of the three factors that we're looking at, and generally the three of them don't usually exist together. So if we are wanting something that is a lower cost and that is better quality, it's likely going to be less convenient, if you kind of catch the drift of where I'm going. So generally, if we're wanting a lower cost and we're wanting better quality, then we need to be willing to plan for this so that it can fit our convenience needs. If we're okay with a higher cost and we want convenience, and often we can get that better quality, but sometimes if we're needing the low cost and the convenience, then the quality is going to suffer. And that's what we see kind of in the commercial shops. If you go to your local shopping center, it's going to be hard with that level of convenience to find the level of quality that you really want to be supporting. So I'm talking about things like fair trade. I'm talking about ethical manufacturing. So if you're looking at purchasing gifts for people, for example, let's say clothes, the fast fashion industry is rife in those commercial stores, in shopping centers and that kind of thing. You're going to be really hard pressed to find clothing that is made ethically, that is made sustainably, that is produced using things like organic cotton rather than cotton that is heavily sprayed. You're going to struggle to find brands that are, paying their workers, that aren't, mass manufactured in Bangladesh, where the workers have terrible living conditions and that kind of thing. So my suggestion is, to redirect your purchases. If you, think meaningfully about the people that you're wanting to give gifts to. What do they need and what do they want in their life? And how can you support them in a conscious way? So for example, things like clothing, can you purchase secondhand instead? Or can you plan a bit further ahead and do a search online for ethical and organic brands and buy less, because the cost is generally going to be higher than what you can buy, in the fast fashion companies, which is basically every shop that's in a commercial shopping center. The cost is going to be a little bit higher, so buy less and buy quality. And all of you guys are either existing doTERRA wellness advocates or wholesale customers, or you've likely heard of doTERRA, and so we are all about creating holistic health, creating vibrance from within, creating a health that isn't about quick fixes or magic pills, but is really about an approach and a mindset to life that incorporates being our own wellness advocates and really taking care of our family's health within our homes. So what an absolute gift to be able to give that, to introduce someone that you love into that way of caring for themselves. So doTERRA have released a beautiful gift guide. They do it every single year, where you can shop for friends and family, and get beautiful gifts that are ethical, that are sustainable, that are health promoting and not health robbing, to gift your friends and family. Or if you have a little bit more time and a little bit more desire, then you can DIY a lot of beautiful, heartfelt, healthy gifts using your essential oils that you already have. So there's a lot of that kind of information in this group where you can be thinking about, okay, where am I buying from? So this is the foundation of giving consciously. So 1, question your beliefs, because a lot of the time our beliefs around what we should give people is simply downloaded into us from our parents and from society and from the media. So stop and question. If you are someone that feels like you need to go crazy and have a whole room full of presents and presents that extend, for miles under the tree, then maybe use this as an opportunity to question your beliefs around what it means to give at Christmas. In my opinion, conscious giving is not about quantity. Conscious giving is about intention, it is about meaning, and it is about quality. And it is about, voting with your dollar and speaking to the things that you believe in. So rather than buying a million different cheap stocking stuffers, can you question your idea of what is a stocking? And, can I replace those things with a couple of high quality health promoting things? And can I fill it instead with something else that's more fun? So maybe, craft activity packs if you're wanting to create a stocking for kids, or baking some healthy, gluten-free vegan Christmas gingerbreads and wrapping those up and giving those instead. So rather than, with a little bit of forethought and a little bit of time and a little bit of planning, you can easily only be giving things that are health promoting, sustainable, fair trade, ethical, and that's really what we want to be promoting in this group and through this week, is that we just all stop and think and question these automatic beliefs that have been downloaded into us, question them and say, okay, is this the belief that I want to carry forward for this year and for my family? Are these the things that I want to download into my own children? Are these the things that I want to be reinforcing for them? What is the true meaning of Christmas for me? And, what can gift giving look like if I removed the ability to buy things that are toxic? So, perfumes are a common gift. Body lotions, all of that kind of stuff. You can either make your own beautiful, healthy essential oil versions with your oils, or you can buy pre-made ones from doTERRA. But if I couldn't, asking yourself, if I couldn't buy gifts that were toxic, that were supporting fast fashion, that were supporting consumerism, that weren't full of plastic, if I took all of those things, which I know are not good for the environment and not good for the people that I'm giving them to, and not good for me ultimately, because I'm not directing my money to conscious enterprise, I'm directing it to consumerism. If I took all of that out of the way, what am I left with? How can I make this Christmas meaningful? Can I give more of my time, and can I be super present with those that I love? Can I create delicious meals? Can I create delicious snacks? Can I create an experience of Christmas that might include some thoughtful gifts, ideally from a company like doTERRA, or things that you've created yourself using your oils? It might include that, because gift giving is a beautiful exchange, and it certainly is a love language for many people. It can include those things, but how can I make it not all about those things? How can I foster consciousness in my own home so that I'm passing this on generationally to my children, to my family? How can I teach them a new way to look at Christmas that doesn't involve toxicity, robbing the planet, and, exploiting people and causing more disease? So just a few little things to think about as you are consciously creating your own Christmas. And the last message that I want to leave you with is that your Christmas is your choice. So when we feel, oh, I just have to do this, or I just have to do that, or people are expecting me to do this or that, I want you to stop. I want you to smell an oil, and I want you to remind yourself that your Christmas, your family, it's always your choice. The stories about expectation are things that we can watch and things that we can either choose to conform to, or we can choose to say, thank you, that might have been true at one time, but it's no longer true for me now. And now I choose something else that feels more aligned and more conscious. So I hope this helps you to craft your own conscious Christmas for you and your families. Please tag us in your posts at Christmas time, the things you're creating, the ways that you're celebrating. We would love to see how you are creating your own conscious Christmas this year. Thank you and Merry Christmas.